Hello guys, it's Ben here, back with another video for you, and this is my review of today's game as Spurs go into the international break off the back of a very hard-fought 2-1 away win against Leeds, with goals both from Mathys Tel and a debut strike from Mohamed Kudus in a win that keeps us very nicely placed in the league. And for the first time in 2 years, we go into an international break on the back of a win. So a very, very needed result, given the small little hiccup we've had over the last week. So that's what we said. Let's get into the review. So the lineup raised a couple of eyebrows. As you'd expect, it was Vicario in goal, the usual back four of Adoge, Pedro Porro, Romero, and Van der Ven. The midfield three comprised Paulinho, Bentancur, and Xavi Simons, crucially in his preferred role as the central in the middle of the park, with a forward three of Kudus, Odebert, and Tel. So there was no recognised striker up front for us, which was an interesting call. But ultimately, I think, given the result, ultimately it proved actually to be a smart play there from Thomas Frank. Anyway, into the game itself, Leeds come out of the blocks very well. They have a free kick floated up to the back post where Spurs defender Joe Rodon gets to it. Header comes back off the woodwork. We'd eventually start to find our feet after about 10 minutes. Tell us a very good opportunity. As we've seen a lot this season when we play, Kudus is the main man in terms of our creativity. Xavi looked a lot more influential in the middle of the pitch rather than stuck out wide on the left, which hopefully now he will remain in that position for us. Halfway through the first half, we do get the breakthrough. Good work from Kudus, feeds it through to Tel, who jinx and jinx. He hasn't got an option, so he fires his shot at goal. It does take a deflection to help it in past the keeper at his near post, but it's a good effort there from Tel to make it 1-0, and a goal that he badly needed. He's been pilloried by a lot of our fans. He's been criticised endlessly. Some of it unwarranted, some of it deserved, because, he's not hit the ground, particularly well. But hopefully that goal today really, really builds him up, and hopefully he can move on and start to get some good momentum from that. Leeds immediately come firing back, and about 10 minutes later they get the equaliser. Anderson fires a shot that Vicario saves, but the only person there on the follow-up is Okfar, who sorts it into the net, basically, to make it 1-1. You could put the blame on Vicario for not having strong hands to really palmed it into Okfar, but then again, there was nobody else of ours, there to cover for him. So anyway, that makes it 1-1. It's a very good open-ending game as we get into half-time at 1-1. You still think it's there for the taking. Come out immediately in the second half, we have a very good opportunity. I think Kudus again has a very good shot. Then Leeds goes straight up the other end, and Calvert-Lewin twists and turns and fires his shot, but he can't direct it as Vicario sticks out his leg to clear it. Then, with about half an hour to go, we make the breakthrough again. Kudus cuts inside on his left foot from the right, as he always does, fires it between the defender's legs. Cooper's completely wrong-footed, ends up in the back of the net to make it 2-1. So happy for him that he's finally got his first goal. I mean, the creativity he's provided for us all season so far has been fantastic, and now he's finally off the score sheet himself. Only things will get better for him. 2 minutes later, we nearly make it 3-1 as Adoge does great work on the left-hand side. Fires it across the goal, but there's no Spurs player. There's a tap it home. We pretty much see up the game fairly well. Leeds do have a very good chance right at the end. A cross floated in that's headed in downward, and you think it looks like it's creeping, but Vicario does brilliantly to manage to get his wrist to it and palm it clear. As we see the get out with a very gritty and gutsy win. Ellen is not the easiest place to go to for any side. So to come away from there with a win and given, as I say, we've had a bit of a rough week. Absolutely amazing showing. So I think there's a lot to take away from, today. We've seen our away form again really come through for us. That's 2-0 away at Man City, 3-0 away at West Ham, 2-0 down against Brighton, got back to 2-2, and today, good win away at Ellen Road. So, on the road, Thomas Frank's got us set up virtually spot on. So, if we can get our home form sorted out together, that's an encouraging sign for us. Jerry Simmons has to be in the number 10 middle of the pitch position for us because that's where he's most influential. You could visibly see with your own eyes the difference, from what is on the left to that. It's night and day. Kudus has been our star of the season by a mile. Kudus has been absolutely incredible for us and absolutely, now that he's got that first goal, he will kick on. And do bear in mind all the injuries that we've got, and the team's not even at full strength yet. So there's a lot of very encouraging signs so far from Topper Strength's start to his Spurs career. So we go into the international break, 2 weeks off. Then when we come back, we've got Aston Villa at home. Hopefully we come back into that and we carry on our momentum with another win. So yeah, life's pretty good for Spurs right now. What did you guys make of it all? How do you think Thomas Frank started out with Spurs? How do you feel we might end this season? Leave full thoughts as ever down below. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you soon. And as always, come on, you Spurs.